Hi, you're watching Journey with Jordana, helping you take the next step in your journey towards your future. I hope you're doing well, but I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you could be doing better. Don't worry, we're gonna get you there. But before we start, let me just ask you a quick question. Have you ever played MASH? Yo, I used to love this game. Like, I loved it. I felt like I was planning my entire life. Wouldn't it be cool if you could just like plan your life, like as easily as a game of MASH? Like, that would be the best. I know it's unrealistic, but keep that same energy because planning your life, making life decisions does not have to be that stressful. And I'm about to show you how you can do that. So we're talking about making pretend. Let's make pretend we're all someplace together. Like, I'm sorry, what's that, Susan? Oh, okay, you feel uncomfortable because you feel like a shark is about to show up. Okay, no problem, we can switch it. How about this? All the way in the back. Bears. This? Landslide. Yeah, okay. And this? Let me guess. Drowning, right? There's nothing wrong with these pictures, but what's ruining this moment is the same thing that could possibly ruin your life. But we're not gonna let that happen. And I'm gonna stop this corny intro right now to tell you that I personally have allowed worry, fear, and doubt to ruin so many good things in my life. I have censored myself into silence, given people the exact opposite impression from what I was trying to portray, and I have done dumb things at really important moments, all because deep down, I don't think I was even always aware of it, but I was afraid. I self-sabotaged. So I have learned a lot about self-sabotaging and made a lot of mistakes, and I don't want that for you. So let's get into some self-sabotaging things that can happen during the college application process. Number one, the way you view this process. People have a tendency to view this whole applying to college, graduating from high school, this whole moment as the culmination of everything in your life up until this moment. And somehow it's this giant witch of karma that's like, all right, if you haven't been an amazing student, well, your life's gonna suck and you're about to find out how badly it's gonna suck. And if you've been a good student, oh, well, we're gonna find out how good you really are, aren't we? You know, because if you don't get into the right school, well, then clearly you're not good enough. And it's a lot of pressure. I mean, it's natural as you're going through the process, you're gonna come up with some regret. You're gonna feel like, oh, if I had only done a little bit of this or a little bit less of that, then, you know, things might have turned out differently. But this is not about the past. This moment is about the future. If you've made some mistakes, all right, count it a lesson learned. Know better, do better, move on. This isn't the time for self-punishment. This isn't the time to beat yourself up. This isn't the time to start putting labels on yourself. This isn't the time to just be filled with regret. Don't ruin this opportunity to take a step forward, this opportunity to shape your future by focusing on the past. So everyone, go ahead, raise your right hand right now, bring it to your lips, and kiss your past goodbye, because it's not about that anymore. This is all about the future. You have to set your mind to that right now. If you do, I promise you'll start to feel a little better. Number two is another way of looking at this process that also tends to ruin it for people. That's your reminder. Unclench your jaw, relax your hands. I see you. This one's for you. None of the decisions that you're about to make are permanent. None of them. There are very few decisions in life that are permanent, but the belief that the decisions you're about to make are permanent is what is stressing you out. The decisions that you're making are just decisions for this moment, for this place in your path. The time will change, you will change, your circumstances will change, and your decisions can evolve as well. Don't allow worry to make you get ahead of yourself. Because of course the future is stressful when you're dragging it, kicking and screaming into the present. Just stay present. Stay present with what is right now. Let the future be what it's going to be. And you are perfectly capable of choosing a good thing for yourself for this moment. And notice I said a good thing, because if you're anything like me, I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, a good thing. No. I want the best. And I feel you on that, but can I just tell you something? You know, I don't know if you've heard the creation story. If you haven't, you'll hear it in your humanities class, but God himself, when he created the universe, said, okay. When he stepped back and looked at it, he was like, It's good. Now, I am just a mere human, and good is not the word I use to describe the universe. Like, it's amazing, mind-boggling, awesome. I run out of words. Scientists are still figuring things out. But to him, he was like, yeah, worth dying for. Good. Good. Because good isn't settling. Good isn't just all right. Like I said, he said it's good and it was amazing. So this idea that we have to have the best, which is a noble quest and is admirable and ambitious, keep the energy behind that, but release yourself from the demand. The best often, you know why we're stressed? Because we're like, I don't know what the best is. I'm just not sure what I have right now is the best and I want the best. And that's ever elusive, the best is what's stressing us out. Because the crazy thing is, if we hypothetically ever got the best might not be the best for us. So choose the good. Because good can be amazing. Good can be good for you. So choose what's good for you for now. And allow yourself the freedom to evolve and adapt as you go. Number 3, do not get sprung. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. I repeat, don't do it to yourself. Don't get caught up in unrequited love. Like, I don't know. Oh no. Have you already done it? I hope not. You might have. Okay, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. This is gonna be hard because it's like talking to somebody who's dating somebody who's just not doing right by them, and you're trying to tell them that they could do better, and then they get mad at you. So I'm hoping you won't get mad at me for this. But keep your options open. You know, you are not Meredith Grey in Grey's Anatomy. Pick me, choose me, love me. As your life hangs in the balance, I love that show, by the way. As your life hangs in the balance from October to April, waiting to see what it is that they're going to say to you. Like, excuse me, you have a choice in the matter too. There are thousands of colleges. You can get in where you fit in, because that is the goal, to get in where you fit in. Come up with a fabulous, well-rounded list that gives you options, geographical options, financial options, academic options. You deserve to have lots and lots of options. Don't get stuck on one school where you are just like holding your breath and just pooping and praying, and that you get into that one spot, and if you don't, then you will be absolutely devastated. It doesn't have to be like that where it's pure joy or devastation. Honestly, what's really nice is if you make your list so well that you love every college on your list, and when you start getting back those responses, it's like, yes, 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 everybody wants me. I'm happy anywhere I go, you know, like where you just feel great about yourself and you realize that wherever you go, you'll be happy. That's the goal. And the last thing that's probably ruining this process for you is you. Your subconscious, you probably aren't even aware of it, but your subconscious is there to protect you. It's there to make sure that you don't embarrass yourself, that you don't experience discomfort or great pain. And it does that by reminding you of your greatest fears so that you do not step out into the unknown. You do not take chances. No change. Keep everything the same. Stay safe. And to be honest, that is the easiest way. Just procrastinate and just wait until your options dwindle down into a few, and then just go with one of those. But eventually, there's going to come a time when you sit there and you realize that you want more and that you should have left a long time ago to take a risk and do something else. And the pain of that is worse than any discomfort you feel in taking a risk. I'm not here to tell you that your fears aren't real. I don't want you to feel that I'm saying that at all. I'm not saying your fears aren't real, because daggone it, they are real. Like, this is serious business. We really are making big decisions here. The part that probably makes it the scariest is all the things that are out of our control. Like, yeah, you can study for the test, but you have no idea what's actually going to be on it. You can prepare for the interview, but you don't know who you're meeting with and what your vibe's going to be like and what they're going to ask you. You can prepare your application and tweak your essay and work on everything, but eventually you have to hand it in and you have no idea what's going to happen inside that room with all the admissions officers. That's out of our control. And that's the part that makes it stressful, because we can't control that stuff no matter what we do. It's all the decisions that are made without us, all the things that we don't know, and all the things that we can't take into account to make the best decision. And those kinds of fears are no match for our subconscious, because our subconscious, their go-to plan is deny, avoid, abort, deny. I'm sorry, that was due today. I have no idea. Like, I don't know how I forgot that. Subconscious. Were you messing with me again? Or avoid. Yes, I am so interested in applying to that school. I will be doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes. That's what subconscious wrote in my calendar. I can't do it right now. Tomorrow. And abort. Never mind. You know what? I don't know what I was thinking. This isn't a good idea for me. I'm just gonna go over here. I'm not gonna do that. No, never mind. Not doing it. Retreat. We need a champion. We need someone who can usher us into victory. We need someone who knows more than us and can do more than us. So you know where this is going. Let's inundate our subconsciouses with immutable truth. Let's go to someone bigger than us, bigger than our subconsciouses, very bigger than our worries and our fears. You know, one of the things that happens for me is when I'm stressed out, I start breathing more shallowly. And as I do that, not only am I stressed out mentally, but then I'm physically stressed out because I'm getting less oxygen, which you kind of need to breathe. So I'm making my situation worse. And I found that simply breathing helps. So I'm gonna suggest that we do something that's gonna seem kind of weird. And you're probably like, okay, clicking off now. But give it a try and see what it does. I'm gonna remind us of some things that are true. And as I do that, you're gonna breathe in slowly and deeply. Hold it for a second, and then you're gonna breathe out. And as you breathe out, I'm gonna talk about the things that we need to release and let go. And just imagine yourself just taking in truth and letting go of the things that aren't true. So let's just breathe, like all the way down from your core. Breathe in. Here we go. As you breathe in, know that your life has purpose, that your destiny was set before the foundation of the earth. And breathe out that insecurity, confusion, and worry. Breathe in as you ask and receive strength, wisdom, and the capacity to grow outside of your comfort zone, doing more than you could ever ask or think. And breathe out every high and empty thought that dares to set itself up in opposition to who God says that you are. Breathe in the very presence of God Himself. Allow your awareness of Him to see how big He is. Begin to tell Him how good He is, how mighty, how powerful, matchless, a mighty defender who loves you. Breathe out all of the stress. You are not alone. Know that no decision is big in His presence. Everywhere you turn, every decision you make, He's got you. On every side. You can't surprise Him. Nothing surprises Him. You can't throw His game. Breathe in faith and confidence to make these decisions with courage, and breathe out any insecurities. You are fearfully and wonderfully made for such a time as this, to serve your generation in a way that fits you like a glove. All things work together for good. Your story is rich and powerful. Breathe in His purpose for His glory, and breathe out in surrender. You've got this. And you know how I know you've got this? Because you've got Him, and that's everything. Well, there's so many messages out there pulling us down and telling us that we're not good enough. But when your spirit guides your mind, you feel peaceful about your life. And taking the time to breathe and remind yourself of these things before you get set on trying to prove yourself to anyone, it helps. I'm not talking about a long period of time. Just, you're sitting there in your room right before you start to work on an application. It could be as simple as a song, You are my champion. Giants fall when you stand undefeated. Every battle you've won. I am who you say I am. You crown me with confidence. I am seated in the heavenly place, undefeated, with the one who has conquered it all. Just taking the time to remind yourself of what's true, because you're gonna need confidence, peace, focus, courage, and persistence for this process. And all of that is available to you right there in that quiet time. And I know it'll feel like a complete waste of time when you have a long list of things to do, but I promise you'll get so much more done when you do. You're gonna have to remind yourself of this over and over and over again, because there are entire businesses that thrive over convincing you that you're not enough. You need to be more, or maybe even be someone else in order to have a good life. So you need this. So this is all the stuff that you need to take right now, because if you get this part together, your emotions, your mindset, and your confidence, everything else will be a breeze. No stress. Thanks so much for watching Journey with Jordana. Remember, you're never alone on this journey. I'm here with you, and so are all my other invisible subscribers. So I hope that something in this helped you, even the weird parts. You're like, what is happening? If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for sticking to the end. If you're still here, you might as well subscribe. And if you know somebody else who's stressed out about this process, go ahead and share. You know, be like, this girl's weird, but she might help you. See you later.
I'm Jordana. I've been a college counselor, college admissions rep, and adjunct professor while married into the military. I've lived in New York City, Savannah, Alabama, and even Korea with my husband and 2 baby boys. I don't know where we're moving next, but I do know that counseling teens towards their future has stayed the passion of my heart. So that's how I got to be here right now with you, helping you take the next step in your journey towards your future. Hello! Come on in and take a seat on the counseling couch.